Hello everyone, I'm Luv here, back again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So in today's video, I'll be creating a guide on how to speed farm the Gemini Dragon almost stage 4 or stage 16 using a new hero that you can acquire only during the Attack on the Titans event, and the hero is Eren. So if we were to click this impending crisis and head over to the defense lane, you'll be able to get Eren by logging in from day 1 and obtain this Eren hero for free. This Eren, right, is a trial Eren, and you need to complete several quests in order to get at least 70 points in order to earn a summoning scroll to convert that trial Eren into a permanent Eren. So this is really important. So if in case you are not able to complete all of the quests, then you can log in for 7 days and do the easy ones in order to get at least 70 points for this summoning scroll. Alright, so let me head over to the Gemini Dragon to show you the team. So this is the Gemini Dragon Helm stage 4. I'll skip the formation and show you the heroes. I'll perform a manual run to walk you through the steps. And for the team, I have Santis, Eren, Gangela and Gajar. Let me quickly go through the roles. So basically, Eren here is to provide the AoE joint attack from his ultimate ability. Gangelo is here to provide his poison damage booster to amplify the damage by twice. And then Sentis on the other hand will be here to extend the poison duration by 1 turn. And finally Gajar is here to detonate the poison. And for the spells, I did not select any because it slows down the run and it's not necessary at all because you'll be able to eliminate all of these enemies, I mean the Gemini Dragon boss, within round 1, provided if you are able to build all of your heroes above I think 207 speed to go before the side minions as well as the boss. Alright, so on the boss wave, right, I speed tuned Eren to go first, followed by Gangelo, Santis and then Gaja. So on the first turn, Eren will perform his ultimate ability Titan's Wrath to summon all of his allies to perform a joint attack with their basic abilities. So that's Eren, followed by Gaja basic ability and then Gangelo's, and then Sentis. So both Sentis and Gangelo have already applied 2 stacks of poison, and then Gaja has applied the resistance down as well as the unhealable. So now we have 4 debuff on the enemy. And do take note that the boss have a passive skill when attack gains a 5% bonus resistance for each negative effect, so you need to build your heroes at least around about 150% focus and above to negate this effect. I think to be on the safe side, at least 160% and above, because you can your poison debuff can reach up to 10, and then you can have like resistance down, unhealable, focus down from Gaja's trait, which is this one that applies the resistance down and unhealable, as well as the focus down and poison from Gajar. So at least to be safe side, around 160% focus for all the heroes except for Eren to apply the debuff without being resisted. Alright, with the 4 stacks of debuff here, this increases the range reach meter by 4, and then followed by Gangelo's ultimate ability to apply 1 stack of poison to all of the enemies here, and then no positive effect, which gains another 4 more reach meter. So this will automatically triggers Eren's ultimate ability to have everyone to perform their basic ability again. So now we have 6 stacks of poison on the enemy, so we need to have at least 6 stacks of poison in order to make this run a successful run. Otherwise, right, if you have insufficient poison debuff, then Gaja will not be able to do sufficient damage through his poison detonation. As this will perform her ultimate ability, the Void Descent, to apply 1 more stack of poison as well as extending the duration of all poison stacks, and then she'll be also able to apply another stack of poison through her Void Encroachment trait here. We'll target the boss. Now you'll have 8 stacks of poison, and now you'll be able to perform the Virulent Roar ultimate ability that detonates all of the poison effects. So basically this one will instantly trigger all of the poison without waiting for the enemy to take the turn. So this will deal massive amount of damage, around about 520,000 damage. Alright, so that's basically the battle. So let me show you an auto run to see how fast it takes on auto battle. So do take note that this run is not a 100% success rate. There will be some failures that could happen if Gaja fails to apply his debuff through his trait or debuff through his basic ability. In this case, where we can mitigate the issue by gearing Gangelo in the curse set so that he'll be able to apply 1 stack of poison on the boss to reach the minimum stack of poison there. Right, so this one is an auto run. Let's see how fast it takes. So this one took around about 25 seconds to complete that run. Alright, so let me show you a run that can fail. Alright, so in my 7 multi-battle here, this is the one that fails. So pay close attention to Gaja, where he fails to trigger his trait as well as his basic ability. So if Gaja fails to apply any debuff from his trait as well as his basic ability before Ganjilo takes his turn, right? This causes Eren to have slightly less rage meter on himself, and the rage meter is only triggered when Gaja applies the Venom Influx on the side minion. When he does that, right, then Eren will target the side minion instead of the boss. So this is where the run will fail, because the boss will have less poison because the AoE joint attack is targeted on the side minion rather than the boss. So this run is not a 100% success rate. It's like more closely to like 90% success rate based from my observation after running this for around 100 times. So although this run is not a 100% success rate, you can use this to clear some of the quests in the Arcane Dominator dungeon where you need to complete this quest on auto mode and defeat the boss within like 3 rounds or so. To mitigate the issue where Gaja fails to apply sufficient debuff through his trait as well as his basic ability, I've get Ganjilo in a curse set to give him a 35% chance to proc a bonus attack to inflict additional poison stack on the boss, which means that this will be able to extend those poison debuff duration, which gives Gaja a higher chance to nuke down the boss with the amount of poison he has. The more poison, the more damage he can be dealt. So this is an overview of my hero stats and gears. I have Eren, Ganjilo, Sentis, and Gajar. For Eren, right, I just prioritize on his speed at 241. You do not need to distribute any points on the health, defense, critical rate, critical damage, or attack because he's there to trigger his ultimate ability. Although he is able to apply debuff through his basic ability, but during the battle, right, he only applies his ultimate ability, so focus is not necessary here. The next hero on the list here is Ganjilo. He's second to go in the team. His speed, he has around 231 speed and 170% focus. For your debuffers, right, like Ganjilo, Sentis as well as Gaja, you need to have at least 160% focus because the boss have a passive skill that increases his resistance by 5% for every debuff. So assuming that you can apply around about 10 poison stacks, that means around about 50% resistance increase, and then Gaja applies an additional 3 unique debuff like Unhealable, Resistance Down, and Focus Down. That is another additional 15% more resist, so in total it's around about 165% resistance. So it'll be good to have at least around about 160 and above. Ganjilo can have slightly lesser focus because he's the first to go in the team to apply the poison, hence lesser focus on him will be still okay. And then I have on the third on the team is Sentis. She has around about 220 speed, 193.5% focus. He needs a higher focus because Ganjilo and Gaja will be applying those debuffs earlier than her, which raises the dragon boss resistance, hence I need to increase her focus a little bit more to prevent dragon from resisting her poison. And then finally I have Gajar, is the last in the team. His speed at 215. He has a 176% focus. Gaja also needs some focus to apply his Unhealable, his Resistance Down, as well as Focus Down and the poison on his special ability, so that Eren will have sufficient rage to trigger the second AoE joint attack. So it's important to have Ganjilo, Sentis, and Gaja with sufficient focus and also sufficient speed to go before the enemies. For the rest of the stats like health, defense, resistance, and so forth, they are not important here because this team will not be taking any hits because they are built to go before the enemies, and Gaja will nuke them before they are able to take their turn. Here are the battle results of running this team composition for 10 times, and the average battle duration is around about 33 seconds and the total duration is around about 5 minutes and 39 seconds, which is pretty fast completing these runs. Alright, so that's the end of my video covering on how I speed farm the Gemini Dragon using this team composition with the newly introduced legendary hero Eren. Do let me know down in the comments below if you need any assistance, and if you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, you can click on the subscribe button and also ring the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!